Eve.
Hey everyone, I'm Courtney Revolution.
I'm Savannah Palacio, and welcome to the Homecoming Queens!
Each week on the Homecoming Queens, we will have one of our good Judies from the reality TV universe to tell us what it's like to go on a reality TV show, come off of that reality TV show, and have everyone, that's you, know their name!
The full episode of Homecoming Queens is available on our Homecoming Queens YouTube channel. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. You know what to do.
Now listen, today's guest is Giannina Gibelli. And listen, you may know her not just from Netflix's Love is Blind, but also MTV's All-Star Shore. So we want to hear all of the tea from her shows, what's going on with her life, and we're going to get into some things. But before we do, I need to ask my girl, Savannah, what's the TTT? Now, Savannah, what's the TTT?
You know, I missed my flight to Miami this past weekend.
Let's get right into it.
I don't really know what happened. I mean, I know what happened. I was there. But I got to the airport pretty early. There was only one person at the kiosk. So it took a while for me to get to the front. And this is all like before 6 a.m. So I guess the cutoff time to take all checked bags for my flight for American Airlines was at like 5:50. And my flight was at like 6:40 or something like that, 6:35, something.
Because it has to be 2 hours or like 90 minutes or so before your flight.
Right, to like have a checked bag. Literally got to the front at 5:51. I swear to God. She checks my ID, whatever, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, the last call to take your bag was at 5:50."
You tried it. I'm her.
And I was like,
I've been her.
I'm
her.
sorry. I was like, I'm sorry. She was like, I can't take your bag. I was like, I already paid for it. All you have to do is wait. Actually, I waited at home because I have a scale at home. I was like, it's only 32 pounds. I was like, can you take it? All you have to do is tag it and put it on the belt behind you. It's been a minute.
But if that gate closed and your bag get lost, your ass would be pissed off and ready to get somebody together because you ain't got no $100 in that suitcase. Okay, what were you going to Miami for in the first place?
I was going for a Celsius event and also like it's like Miami Swim Week
and like Rolling Loud, right?
Rolling Loud. I mean, I wasn't really going for Rolling Loud. I had plans to maybe go one day, but like those were just like, oh, maybe. I mean, there's so many things to do in Miami. Just during that weekend, I was going for the Celsius event because I was invited to the event, and shout out Celsius, shout out the PR company that they go through. They like even bought my flight for me and wanted to provide a hotel room. They even allowed me to bring a guest, which I ended up not doing anyways. Yeah, I was going there just to like have a good weekend and kiki with my friends. I was gonna see Aunt Sophie and Colony when I was out there, hang out with them in Miami. So you never made it out
there at all?
No, she told me 5:51. She was like, it's 5:51. And I was like, it's been 1 minute. And she was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. I literally was like, okay. And I turned around, grabbed my bag, and I was like, I'm going home. I ordered an Uber black home because I didn't want to deal with the whole LAX BS.
And the flight was paid for, so it's not like you lost money.
Right. Yeah. And I actually called American Airlines. I got my money back for like a future flight anyways. And I told Celsius, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it. They're like, oh, no problem. Just still do the deliverables if you can or if you want. But like, don't worry about it. And I was like, sick, thanks. So I just went.
Celsius, that's so nice.
I know, love them. Well, it's the PR company. CLDPR. CLDPR. Love you guys. Love you down. Love you down. Kiko, love you down. So sorry I couldn't make it. And it was so sad. Aunt Sophie and Colony talked to them this weekend, and they said that they had a great time at Celsius. They saw many people there. It was definitely an it scene. And, you know, I was sad to not make it out, but it is what it is. What about you? What did you do this weekend?
Girl, let me tell you. I just want to let y'all know, I ain't never seen one episode of Love Island ever in my life. But our good Judy, Queen of the Island, Lauren Ashley Beck, was like, sister, come to this Love Island event.
Love it.
And so, of course, I went with her. The event started off in a parking lot, and then we all got on a bus, and then the bus took us to a home.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, we got off of the bus. They handed us a cocktail.
Ooh.
Girl, there were Girl, they had a grill. They was grilling, girl.
Oh my God.
Girl, they had all types of little burger moments, sausage. You want a portobello mushroom steak? Because they got it. Okay?
I love portobello
lots of tasty
mushrooms.
Treats. And then they had like a photo opportunity where you could take like a photo.
You said?
As if you were on like Love Island. And me and Lauren Ashley ate it up.
Oh, I saw that. That was so cute, you guys.
Yes. It was a cool event.
I love that for you.
Can I tell y'all the best part?
What was it?
Okay. 3 cocktails deep. Picture it. Overlooking all of Los Angeles. I'm sitting with my girl, Lauren Ashley Beck, Queen of the Island, Queen of Survivor, Survivor Secret. Shout out to her.
I'm picturing it. I'm here.
And all of a sudden I hear, Courtney? But it's an unfamiliar voice. I don't know. It's a man's voice. I'm like, who the hell is this? It don't sound like, who the hell is this? It don't sound like one of my sisters. And I turn around, it's this gentleman, and he's like, oh my God, you are Courtney. I'm not attracted to him.
Okay.
But very nice man. Not a bad looking man.
Oh, okay.
Not for me.
I thought that that's where the story was going.
That's not where the story is going.
Okay, anyway.
So anyway, he tells me that he is one of the executive producers from our show.
From The Circle.
His name is Chet. And he's also one of the producers of Love Island.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Chet.
So Chet, him and I are now striking up a conversation because, like, girl, you changed my life. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He was saying that he enjoyed our season of The Circle so much. He was such a big fan that I was one of his favorite Circle players. And that he enjoyed my Inner Circle moments so much that he had intergalactic flawlessness notebooks made for everyone like on the team, but he wasn't able to get all of them out. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? I was in shock. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? He was like, oh no. He's like, I still have some. So we exchanged information. And then literally like the next day, like I went to the mailbox and he had overnighted like a few copies of these custom made intergalactic flawlessness notebooks.
How cute.
Yeah, so now I have to have like a glass case in my apartment with all my Circle stuff, my trophies, my notebooks, my zebra hat.
Yeah, you need a display case.
Yes.
That is so cute. Shout out Chet.
Shout out to Chet. We love Chet. We love Chet. And shout out to Love Island.
Shout out Love Island, yes.
You watch Love Island?
No.
Me either. That's it.
I think what else do you want me to say about that?
Most people say that Love Island UK is the way to go.
The superior one, right?
I have a friend that's like just started and it has taken over his entire life, it seems, because a few days and 18 episodes in is a lot.
Wow.
But maybe I'll jump on the train. Maybe I'll wash up on the island and watch a few episodes.
Maybe we will. Right now I'm in a different island. I'm still in the Survivor Land island.
Oh girl, away. You're not shitting on the trail.
I'm definitely not shitting on the trail.
If y'all haven't watched/listened to our episode with Lauren Ashley Beck, there are so many fun stories. Please listen to that because that's such a goodie.
It's so funny. And I feel like Lauren Ashley's just a very open person in general. So she had no problem answering any question that Courtney and I threw at her. I love talking to her. I listened to that episode. Like I've listened to it multiple times since it came out, I will admit.
It was so good.
She's so funny.
Lauren Ashley Beck, you did the damn thing. But we had a great time at the Love Island event. There were heart-shaped waffles.
Oh my God, cute.
Like, it was cute.
I know. I was supposed to go to that, but I was supposed to be in Miami. But when I didn't make it to Miami, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay. I also got a new kitten last week. So I wasn't really mad that I didn't go to Miami because I got to hang out with my new kitten.
How the hell you got a new kitten? Where the hell this kitten come from? What happened to Teddy? And is Teddy upset?
Teddy is very loved. Teddy is very spoiled. Of course Teddy's mad.
He don't play about you.
Teddy is a little hurt. You know, he thought that he was going to be my only boo forever. But Teddy gets mad when like anyone is at my house taking my attention, you know? So he's just a jealous boy. We still love Teddy.
You better.
My heart belongs to Teddy. He's my boo. But this kitten, I saw her, I met her a couple times before, and she's always loved me. It's crazy because I never thought I would get a cat. I'm actually allergic to cats, but I've lived with so many cats the last couple of years that I feel like I have a tolerance now.
So no hives, no itchies, no watery eyes, no nothing.
At the end of the night, maybe if I don't do a good job washing my hands before I take my contacts out, maybe my eyes will get itchy. Okay. But I keep the Benny, keep that shit on me. Keep that motherfucking thing on me.
You got an EpiPen?
I got...
Girl, I'm about to throw some peanuts at you.
I keep the motherfucking thing on me. I keep...
Really quick before we move on and get into our guest, Savannah, and it's so okay if you haven't heard, but you just reminded me. Have you seen the story on TikTok about this woman with the pink sauce?
No.
There's this woman on TikTok. The people are outraged because she has gone viral for selling this pink sauce, like to put on food, and she's selling it $20 a bottle. It comes in like a paper bag. And also it's hot, it's summer. Also, there's mayonnaise in it. And like people are like getting sick off of this pink sauce. And then she went on like Instagram Live and was like, people were like, the FDA, girl, what about the FDA? Because the labeling was wrong. The health facts, nutritional facts was all fucked up. And she sat up there and said, FDA, my pink sauce has nothing to do with drugs. Why would I need to know anything about the FDA? And then she goes on to say like, I care about y'all. My son has like all of these allergies. We can't even go to Benihana. She's like, we can't even go to Benihana because he's always having a panic attack. And then she goes, or something. And then she asks her son to bring her his EpiPen, and then she just holds up the EpiPen like,
stop!
I'm gonna show you when this shit is over. But
that is ridiculous.
You have to find out about the pink sauce lady.
That is outrageous. Or something.
Or something. It looks like Pepto-Bismol, the sauce. And she's like squirting it on tacos, wings.
First of all, I'm all about supporting small businesses.
Absolutely.
I'm all about it. But this is exactly why you don't believe in every small business. This is why every small business does not take off. This is why not every small business is a good idea, especially food. You shouldn't always be wary of buying food online. And I know TikTok is young, impressionable. And if they got that coin, they'll spend the money for something that they like. But please be careful.
Savannah, $20 in a paper bag in the hot summertime.
Did you know that
That's bubble guts in a container, ma'am?
Did you know that sriracha? I went to go get poke last night. Did you know that sriracha is like back ordered right now? Like the sriracha that you see like in pho places or Asian markets, the popular sriracha brand that you see. It's like back ordered. I could sell my giant bottle of sriracha that I have in my house right now for like $30 or $40.
Really?
Because that's how hard it is to get. You are telling me that this lady's random pink sauce is as good as the tried and true sriracha?
Girl.
Do not come for my sriracha.
People were buying this shit. I had no idea it existed before like last week. Well, Savannah, we may not have answered the age-old question, is love blind? But we sure do have an all-star washing up on our shore today. Is that the waves crashing? The waves of love?
I think I see her in the sunlight, the horizon.
Do you hear a red Solo cup a-clinking? Ladies and gentlemen, we are so pleased to introduce our next guest, Giannina Gibelli.
It's good to see you.
Welcome home, Giannina.
Thanks, guys. That was great. That was a good little welcome. I'm up now. How's everyone doing? This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we're just as excited, if not more excited, to talk to you. Both Courtney and I absolutely love you. And we're just really excited to get to know you today. Welcome you home, make you feel at home, hopefully.
Thank you. You guys are both lovely and gorgeous, so let's get to it. Whatever you guys want to know.
Let's wake it up and let's shake it up, Giannina. Let's just get the easy stuff out of the way. So, people know you, a lot of people know you from Love is Blind, and you were very iconic and very legendary on that program. Thank you for blessing us by going on that TV show. First of all, why? Why did you go on the show? How did you wind up on the show?
So I had no intention of ever going on the show. I was just at a bar with a couple of my girlfriends, and I was telling them there's no more men for me in the city. I'm over this. I'm leaving. And like fate, my phone lit up and it was a DM, and it was a casting director. And she was like, so I'm casting for something. And I was like, casting? I've never heard that. I've heard collab. So I called her right there and then, and she said, okay, so it's a social experiment. You can fall in love with someone without ever seeing them. There's a catch. There's a wedding, but you don't have to get married. And I was like, your timing is insanely divine. And I'm a little weird. This sounds a little weird. Like it might work, but you're never going to pick me anyway. So like, why not? Like, let me just go through the process. I'm curious. And I was like one of the last people that they got. 2 weeks later, I was sequestered. And even when I was in the project, I was like, I'm not going to make a connection. Like, screw it. I'm just going to, say everything. And then after that, I didn't think anybody would watch it. So basically the entire time I was just wrong.
But you was oh so right, girl. You was oh so right, you know?
Seriously.
Thanks. I mean, it's just because when you don't, really care too much, or you're just like, you trust the universe. That's kind of like my motto. I was like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It's going to be great. And yeah, I was like in limbo for a year and a half until from the moment we shot until it was released. And yeah, I just thought about everything in that time frame.
Giannina, you didn't think that people would watch that experiment, or that people would be that interested or you're invested in your particular story and how you told your particular story? Because I think that every couple told their story differently, but yours in particular, I felt like there was passion, there was comedy, there was a bit of whimsy. Like, you didn't think we was gonna be interested because we love this Giannina girl.
Right. I feel like out of all the relationships on that season, yours was the one that really stuck. I watched popular clips from that season, and your relationship was literally more than half of the video.
Well, yeah, I'm so surprised by that. Just because you don't know what else is going on. And, I'm not someone that thinks that everybody wants to, hear me speak about X, Y, and Z. It's just like I'm my own biggest critic, right? And also at the end of the day, like I waited a year and a half, and I'm like, I don't know how they're going to edit this. Like they could, go so many different ways. And you hear just how much like they cut people just in between the process. So by the end of it, you're like, they just could have cut me out of the whole thing and like never told me. So it was a very, very lovely surprise to just have like all my secrets out there, but we love it.
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, not from me, from them, I guess.
Yeah.
When you eventually got on the show, did you really, you were really there to like find love and stuff, but did you really in your heart think I am going to find my husband here? Or were you just there to just kind of have a good time and roll with the punches?
Yeah, I was very open about just being there to see if it could work for me, but also like not being one of those girls that went in with a checklist and was like, okay, so my husband, like, how many kids do you want? How are you going to raise them? Or, what's your religion? I didn't ask any of those questions. I probably should have. Looking back at it now, it would have saved me a lot of time, but then I probably wouldn't have been on the show. Yeah, I wasn't really conscious of the fact that I'm going to have a wedding at the end of this. Just because I didn't think that it would be possible for something like this to work. It was the first season of anything like this. And even not just the cast, but the crew and the producers, everybody was figuring it out along the way. So I was kind of just being like, yeah, it's never going to happen. That's really never going to happen. And then, I'm like standing in my wedding dress.
Falling.
So, yeah.
That's
falling, running away, going back.
When I first found out like who you were and everything, all of the sites, that was like the video that was coming up. What a great moment, by the way. Thank you so much for that, for all of it, for the entire season. You are so entertaining. It's
Giannina,
amazing.
What was going through your mind when you fell in that wedding dress?
Yeah.
What was, because I mean, seeing it in the trailer, I went, well, damn, someone's running away from the damn wedding dress. And then when I watched it, I was like, well, damn, we didn't want it to be Giannina. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, what was going through your mind when you bust your ass and you fell and there were camera people around? What was going through your mind?
Honey, I didn't think they were following me. I thought that I completed the journey. I was like, I made it to the altar. That was, that was it. Make it to the altar. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And one of the camera women, actually, her name is Carrie. Shout out, Carrie. She heard it in my voice and she just started unplugging herself. And she just heard me kind of like quivering, I guess. And she was like, she's going to run. And I thought I was done. Plus, I'm like super fast. I didn't think anyone was going to catch me. And so I'm running and I kind of I look back and I'm like, oh shit, they're coming after me. Damn it. And so I tried to hide into the woods. And at that moment, I was like, okay, they can't see me in here. And then I fall. And that was that moment. And right afterwards, my mom came to me and was like, what are you doing? Like, you should have said no. But really, I was just trying to get away from it all. Like for a second, I thought, oh, okay, I finally did it. I'm done. Like, I went through the whole process. I was trying to hide. I was trying to have a moment to myself. And then I realized there's absolutely no such thing in reality television, and I can't let that be my last moment. So my mom, I don't know if they showed it, but she was like, okay, let's go. I told her, I was like, Mom, there's absolutely no way that after all of this, I'm going to leave like that. So I got to go back. She goes, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. And that's where it ended, me going back and talking to Damian. But I was like, in absolutely no way can this be the way that it ends.
I love that.
Like,
I
don't want to feel defeated. I
love that for you. I mean, from falling myself on TV, I mean, I felt your emotion in that moment. Like I felt what I have felt so many times, just needing to get away. And I like, my heart went out to you in that moment, because it's like, damn, this girl just needed us a couple minutes to just breathe, you know? And they didn't even give her that. They were chasing. She's a runner, she's a track star.
I'm literally like, Giannina's minutes are all of our minutes. When you sign that contract, this is what we always say on our podcast when we speak about people that want to be on reality TV, Giannina, is you have to know what you're signing up for. All of your moments that you want for yourself, oh no, that's our moments too. Oh, we gonna eat that up. You know, it's always the moments you never want them to like capture, and those are the moments that wind up right on the Netflix homepage.
Yeah, I already know.
Those are the best. Those are the best moments, you know, like the moments where you're like suffering. And that's how I knew that this show, if it were ever to come out finally, because we all suffered so much throughout the whole process, I was like, that is where art is born. So,
and you know what, we'll get into it, but the development of you from that point and now is like wild, you know, even just where you are now and what you're doing. Yeah, it was a great TV moment. I'm so glad we got to talk to you about it, because I literally love that moment. It became
like historical. It became one of the greatest reality TV moments.
You are an icon. Do you know that? You are an icon for that moment. Like that moment needs to be framed in like one of the best reality TV moments for Netflix. Like,
you did that.
Icon. You did that.
Where do you and Damian stand today, Giannina? Are you guys cordial or friendly? Do you guys speak at all? What's the story there?
We don't like exchange, you know, like messages or anything. But I wish him all the best. Like, we haven't spoken in I think like 2 years now. But I hear he's doing really well, and I just wish him all the best. And I mean, I know that we cared a lot for each other, and he is such a great human being. Like, he's literally the type of person that you can call in the middle of the night if you haven't spoken to after 2 years, and then be like, I need your help, you know, like come, I don't know, I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere. He's that person to just like not hesitate and come help. Just as lovers and as partners, we weren't compatible. But yeah, no, that's kind of where we stand today. And I am at peace with that. I don't really believe in like being friends with exes. That's just like mine.
Really? May I ask why?
I just feel like you can, in my experience, you can get like roped back in, or you can feel like responsible for other people's feelings. Like, it's just like clean break. Like, we're done. We had our journey. You know, if I were to see you out and about, like, more than happy to, you know, say hi or wish you happy birthday or whatever. But like, I don't need to know like your day to day. You don't need to know my day to day. Like, if you want to follow me on social media, I even feel like that's not healthy. Just like, let it go.
I think that's very fair. I don't know. I'm not good friends with a lot of my exes. I feel like keeping it civil is the adult thing to do, the healthy thing to do, but also keeping a very healthy distance just so everyone can move on and live their lives. I too have went back for seconds.
Sometimes you just have to let it breathe.
Yes.
I feel you.
Yeah, you got to close the door and walk away from it.
Slam! The door is closed. Okay, Giannina. Okay, so just because we're going through your journey right now, Love is Blind has ended. The world has fallen in love with Giannina. Was there ever a point where you were like, oh, shit, what do I do now with my career? Because I feel like Love is Blind is like one of our, and when I say our, I'm talking about Netflix, like our top Netflix reality shows. And you were on that first season. So when it was all said and done and the tweets were tweeted and the mic packs were off, how did you feel and how did you know what to do next?
So I actually had, that's a great question. I was doing social media at the Weather Channel. And by the end of it, I had like 200,000 followers, or like before the finale hit, And I had the opportunity to do the press junket for Love is Blind. And I just took that as my out. I went in and I was like, secret's out. Can I just put in my 2 weeks? And I thought at 200K, like I would be fine, or just like in general with this whole experience, I would be fine. And that was like very ballsy of me. And thank God that I did that, because at that point, the pandemic hit. And I was starting to feel like, you know, the hype of like Love is Blind and like people are actually watching it and yada, yada, yada. And then it's like I had to live through quarantine all over again, and I couldn't freaking believe it. I thought I was in the Truman Show. I was like, how am I back in a pod and like with the rest of the world? So I felt it for a little bit, and I started feeling like really comfortable with it. And then the world shut down. So I had to, like just everybody else, pivot with, you know, this newfound like career and like fame, but in a world where I was getting yelled at if I showed myself like outside, just like taking a walk. So it was a very, very interesting time. I always say it's like a blessing and a curse that it happened during the pandemic, because a lot of people that wouldn't have watched it ended up watching. But I also was taken out of that experience like almost immediately. So thank God that I was able to go on that press junket and then find my manager, find my agent, and like really set my footing in like light speed before, you know, maybe the Weather Channel cut me off, or like, you know, I put my foot in my mouth or something and I got canceled in like 2 days or something. So you never know. But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and we're all on the same boat. I just had to figure it out. Now with After the Altar, that was like a way where I could, you know, like get back in front of the TV and like feel comfortable again. And that was like its own mess of problems too, but it was really fun.
What was that experience like, Giannina? Because that I enjoyed that, because, and I don't know if you watch, but we love Real Housewives here. And that little catch up moment was like giving me Real Housewives. I wanted like 5 episodes of that.
Same.
I wanted a whole.
We need a whole season of that.
Yeah, I want that. I want to see y'all interact. I want to see y'all fight, not fight, but like I want to see y'all getting the stuff. I want to see Francesca in the fur coat again. I want to see mess. You know, but love and
we live
good,
for the
and good
mess
clothes,
here,
because y'all always dress real nice.
Oh God, of course.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that was.
How was that experience? How was the After the Altar experience for you? Because you had some experience under your belt, right? You knew what to expect. You had expectations for yourself. Walk me through how that experience was for you.
So, I mean, I am 1000% with you. I feel like because we're so much in like a pod situation, and then we're pretty much excluded from external factors, you don't get to see so many chances where we interact versus like in mixers or things like that. But After the Altar does something really great where it shows you like, okay, did this work? Who like made it out alive, and how like after watching Love is Blind, like who is still like cordial or friendly or anything like that. So for me, I always loved Jessica. So knowing that I was going to be hanging out with Jessica and being able to like share her side of the story, that made me really excited. They were going to come into my home, show my mom again, show my relationship with Damian. And we just were so always like tumultuous and rocky that there was just absolutely no way that I could sit in front of a camera and express how much I want to spend the rest of my life with him, because that just wasn't our truth. So I had to really fast forward, you know, what it is that I wanted to like, you know, convey after 1.5 years. And it kind of, they did it for me in a sense. He did it for me, but I always found that it's really interesting, the pieces that the show highlighted and the things that a lot of my, you know, followers on Instagram would say, hey, like, I noticed this, I noticed that. And I'm like, how? Like, I never told anybody that. Like, I didn't think that was so like obvious, you know? So having moments like that just really show themselves and like highlight themselves, I was like, oh, okay. So like, I'm still blind. Like it's time to take the covers off. And that was what that experience did for me. It was really like a great way for me to just like close that chapter, and start to really move on.
I love her.
Giannina, I want to ask you something that I think other reality personalities that listen and watch this podcast will appreciate your answer on this. So you did Love is Blind, and then you furthered your career even, like you reached for the stars, if you will, and now you're on MTV's All-Star Shore. But before we get into the actual show, I wanted to ask you, what went into you making the decision to go from Netflix to MTV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love Netflix. I love everything that they do. I love the fact that they, are open to showing so many different walks of life. And I wanted to keep doing that. MTV seemed like something that wasn't going to involve my heart. And it was going to show a different narrative for me other than the one that I'd already created and also was still being told. And I wanted to just separate myself from, my past heartbreak and from things that really just triggered me. And MTV was such a fun and different, opportunity in general. It wasn't just people from Netflix. I mean, it wasn't just people from Netflix. It was people from all over the world, which Netflix has. But so far I was being confined to just my cast and people that I already dealt with, which nothing wrong with that. But again, I wanted to start creating happiness outside of that. And this just seemed like a fun project that was gonna, I don't know.
What is All-Star Shore about?
Experience.
Yeah, even
for those that haven't seen it.
Even when you talk about it, all you can do is smile, which is like a completely different face that you had on when you were talking about Love is Blind. What is All-Star Shore? I haven't seen it, so please explain for me.
Yeah, All-Star Shore is the first ever reality competition series. Party competition series, let me say. And so basically you are out in the middle of the Canary Islands and you have different reality stars from all over the world, from different shores and different, shows like Love is Blind, The Bachelorette, The Circle, Geordie Shore, Jersey Shore, Acapulco Shore. And they put us in party competitions, challenges, where it's all based around a party. So let's say, the first one to pop 100 bottles and get enough champagne in a glass can move on to the next, task. And if you don't, then you lose and then you get sent to exile, which is the worst part about partying. So let's say if you win, you get a paradise reward and you get to go on this yacht and drive Ferraris. Or if you lose, you get to go to a shit island where everything's dead and it smells like shit and you're gonna, sleep there for the night. So it's basically the best and the worst of partying. And the people that are in the middle, that fall in the middle, get to party every single day.
Oh my God.
And a whole bunch of mess. Just you say mess. All-Star Shore is messy, but in the best way possible.
Oh, I bet, because everyone's partying, you're all
Literally
drinking.
from episode 1, I've seen the first 3. Mess.
I need to watch it.
All 3.
Was there a drinking limit, or were they just go balls to the wall, or did they give you pitchers and say you guys can only have this much, whatever is in the pitcher? How is the drinking situation?
Yeah. So we wanted more alcohol.
Right. You always want more alcohol.
We needed more alcohol.
Yeah,
we needed it.
You're you want drama, you want tea, give me more alcohol. I am ridiculous when I'm drunk.
Yeah, okay, it's perfect. It does everything. So we had a good amount, but these people are pros. The more you give them, the better it's going to get. So it would have been messier if we had more alcohol, but we weren't. We had drinks from morning to night, and everybody was pretty good at knowing their limit. No one got too sick. But yeah, we always need more alcohol. That's definitely definitely a requirement in reality TV.
I know, seriously. I'm like, well, give me a Camelback with like some tequila in it so I could
Not with the
just
Like, I need to wake up with a shot. Especially to get rid of the hangover from the night before after you've been, doing challenges all day.
Yeah. So would you do the challenges drunk too? I'm going to go home and watch this.
It's good.
Would you do
If we got lucky and someone snuck in alcohol, then
Yeah.
I got tipsy on one of them, but it's just a hilarious show. It's like the funniest. And I'm not in the fetal position when I'm watching it, which just makes it so much more pleasurable for me to watch because I'm not afraid of, this scene's going to come on, like nothing. I'm having the best time ever watching it. And the cast is just hilarious. Like you're going to fall in love with all these people.
That sounds amazing. Also, great concept for a show. I love that you were on Love is Blind. I love even more that you were on this new show because for me, the dating shows, they can get very old very fast. When I watched Love is Blind season 1 and compared it to the other seasons, Love is Blind has changed so much. It was so raw in the first season, right? And I just feel like these other shows, like you're right, they show a different side of everyone that goes on them, a more fun side, and it's still just as entertaining as a dating show.
You know what I enjoyed watching the first couple episodes, Giannina? There was a portion of one of the episodes where I saw Miss Angelina from the Jersey Shore sort of come for you. She came at Giannina, and I really enjoyed how Giannina handled herself without it even. It's like she ain't even break a sweat. She was like, "Oh, I know who I am, girl."
What did Miss Angelina try to do to you?
It was just Angelina being Angelina. Ugh. You know what I mean? She just was coming at and it was hard. She was coming at Giannina hard, and I feel like maybe had Giannina not done a show and got her experience, she might have gotten a little rattled. But when I tell you she was cool as the cucumber in the fridge, girl. She ain't even, she was like, "Oh, okay, I know who I am." And I was at home like, yes, don't even give Angelina what she want, a bigger moment. You get what I'm saying? I enjoyed seeing that side of you. Strength. Yeah. Y'all need to watch that.
Thank you. We had to keep it together. We were like, we cannot go backwards on this one. No, but it really was just Angelina being Angelina. And I say, like, I am honored that I was the first one that she decided to go after. Because, I grew up watching her. And as soon as she started to, like, push my buttons, I was like, I know what you're doing. Like, I just psychoanalyzed her very, very early on. And so I feel like the way that I did handle her ended up her also gaining respect for me. Yeah. Because she was kind of doing some low blows. And I was like, no, this is not... I feel you're not dealing with who you think you're dealing with.
Yeah. I feel like she didn't know like exactly how strong you actually were. So you puffing up your chest to her and going eye to eye, she was probably like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. It's a baby face. It deceives everybody.
You do have a very cute exterior.
What was it like meeting the other castmates, Giannina, doing a show with all these people from all around the world? I feel like me personally, I think I would have been like excitedly nervous because it's such a new experience. Were you just excited? Was anyone like, were they all like really friendly, would you say?
Yeah, everybody was amazing. There wasn't one person that, except for Angelina in the beginning, that really had a thorn on their side. Everybody was just ready to party and like wanted to meet. I wanted to really just meet like-minded people. I did Love is Blind, went through the pandemic, so I didn't have really like a bonding experience other than the one that I had with Damian. To like, go like navigate through all of that. So I wanted to be around people that, understood that what I do is a job. And I don't want to have to explain that to, people that I've known forever and have to defend myself all the time. So that's really something that I was looking forward to. But everybody was just having so much fun. I wasn't expecting to like meet anybody. I didn't think it was going to be like that type of show. Obviously, I didn't want to do a dating show. And then really quickly, everybody just like started hooking up and figuring out, who's cute, who's down to have sex on camera.
No, literally. I'm like, I would not do that. It's like crazy. I'm like, where are your parents? Everybody, do your parents not care?
They said we grown.
My mom
said we grown.
My mom would still. She'd be like, 911, my daughter's a hoe.
Not 911.
That's literally what she would do. Would you have sex on camera?
Public camera? No.
Yeah, right. I'm like not
Like
for free either.
Streaming
Not
service?
Yeah.
No.
a streaming service?
Absolutely not. No, but same thing. My parents would be like, "¿Qué te pasa? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what's going on?" So I had to remind myself, I'm a 29-year-old woman. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to have sex on camera. But it was good that I didn't, because then my boyfriend asked me to be his girlfriend. And so that's how you got to do it, I guess. You got to hold out.
Yeah. Pussy power, sister.
Yeah, you gotta hold out.
Power in the pussy.
Sheesh.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You are not wrong at all.
Not wrong. Not wrong in the slightest.
Thank you.
And it works. Honestly. Just don't fucking let him touch it.
Don't let him in your... we need to all put a chastity belt on.
Chink. Come on, Chastity.
It's hard, but just pretend. Just pretend
it.
it's gonna. Your parents are gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in an era where you can make so much money on OnlyFans, why would you choose to have sex on camera for free? I mean, not for free. We're all getting paid to do these shows, but not. I feel like there's a common misconception with how much cast members, especially in reality TV, get paid. I'm not going to disclose the amount, but it's not enough to have sex on camera for me. I'll just say that.
Yeah, my mom was like, if you're gonna be naked on camera, let it be for Playboy and let it be for like $1 million.
Oh my God, that's what my mom said.
Yeah.
She was like,
thanks, Mom.
if you're gonna be naked, be on the cover of Playboy, have a whole spread. And I was like, you're right.
Not the spread. She's like, girl, you better have the whole entire 3-page spread.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you get paid a couple mil to do that versus
right. And then you're forever followed by like the clip of me falling down on the dress.
Yeah.
The clip of
I think that
those little noises following you around forever. So
I mean, yeah, and then you have people who watch the show. Unfortunately, maybe a lot of men that think that they have a chance with you because you do something like that. And yeah, you gain followers from it, but they may not be the followers that you want. So, you know what I mean? Oof. It's a give and take. It's a give and take type of thing.
We're giving them back. We're giving the creepers back.
We're going to give them back, and we're also going to shut that door and walk away.
Giannina. But we're still going to charge for feet pics.
Oh, 1,000%. Do you have a wiki feet?
I have a wiki feed and I had no idea.
Oh my God,
that I did.
Same. That was the situation.
My feet are on there.
So what's your feet rating?
Girl, I don't know.
Have you looked? Let's look it up.
Good one.
Let's look it up.
Let's look it up.
Y'all, we done got into the toe section of the show today. We're here with our soul sisters.
Okay, so you have a 4.5 rating out of 5.
Oh, good. Come on, good feet.
Great feet. You have beautiful feet, as Wiki Feet would say. So yeah, your feet pics definitely shouldn't be free. I hope you were wearing socks on All Star Shore, girl, because they're gonna be click, 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 click all your feet. I also didn't know that I had a Wiki Feet. I have the same rating, girl.
I'm surrounded by beautiful toes right now. I'm shook and shocked.
You and I need to get together and make some feet content. Sell it.
Love it.
The circle feet.
Oh
no, the Netflix feet.
Netflix feet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Giannina, I wanted to say that I really enjoy just your whole journey about how you've taken control back, because I feel like there are so many people that go on reality TV, have kind of like whatever experiences or even good experiences, but they want to kind of like, as you said, pivot, but instead they give up and they don't go back on TV, but you did, and you're doing it and doing it and doing it well. But now we're shifting gears because I want to know if you still want to get married.
Right. You're dating someone right now, right?
Wow, that little question just got me goosebumps.
Is that yes? Do you still believe in love, Giannina? Are you gonna get married?
Yeah. The people want to know.
I never felt bitter or like traumatized after that experience. I just was like, well, didn't work out, you know. But yeah, I definitely want to get married. Not in, maybe not on TV, but
what if they came with the right amount of money, girl? You better get your ass up on that camera. Netflix, y'all didn't hear that. Rich, come with the coin for Giannina because we gonna watch her.
I'm ready for negotiating.
I would pay good money to see you in a wedding dress again.
Hell yeah.
Just to see her in a wedding dress. That's it.
Yeah.
It would be iconic. It would complete my life, actually.
What would your dream wedding look like, Giannina?
So not on
Oh,
TV.
it makes me happy. No, unless, you know, you got that coin. Then we're going to be talking about it.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching, girl. What does your dream wedding look like?
My dream wedding, honestly, I was never one of those girls that grew up and being like, I want this, I want that. I just recently, like 5 years ago, I started thinking, I just want to elope to the like hills of Tuscany and have a dress with long sleeves. And that's it. That's literally as far as I got.
Long sleeves in Tuscany, bitch. Period.
I love that.
Tuscany, yeah.
I
think I want to
it.
look like the Virgin Mary at my wedding, and that's pretty much it.
Ooh, pure. She's so pure.
Classic
Angelic.
Italian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm here for it.
That's about it. I feel like my wedding would be more for my husband, especially if I end up doing it with this one, because I don't know. I have like 6 friends that I really care about, and my family and my friends, and he's been in like 20 weddings. So it's just like,
wow.
I don't care. Yeah.
Wait, so who are you dating now?
I'm dating Blake Horstman. He was on The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise.
I am probably not the first one to say it. I will be disappointed if I am, but upgrade.
Ooh.
Yeah. You are not wrong.
I saw like a photo. I think it was like a paparazzi photo of you guys not too long ago. I think I actually saw it on TikTok.
Ooh.
You guys look good next to each other, girl. I said, okay, get it. I put it in my notes. Ask her on about this on the podcast. You guys look good. How did you meet? What's the story? What's the 411, girl? Tell me the tea.
So the deets.
Who's a better kisser? I'm just kidding.
I am just like obsessed with him. He was the biggest surprise I could have ever imagined. We met on All-Star Shore. So that was the show that I was just going to go on just to have fun and not date anybody. Actually, I was trying not to date anybody because I was like having so much fun, you know, living my life and traveling and being single. And then I meet him on the beach and he is just the sweetest person ever. I thought I recognized him from something and I was like, so where are you from? He was like, I'm from The Bachelorette. It was like this big smile and like, that was really just like the moment where I was like, shit, I think I might be in trouble here. And then we just kept talking and I don't know, like, I feel like, so we have like the same scars in different places. Like we're like in the same places. We're just very much like soul mates for sure.
And I love
we felt very comfortable with each other.
I love how you found him when you were on a show just trying to have fun versus going on a show to find love, hopefully get married at the end. There's something very genuine about that. I'm happy that you're happy. It sounds and looks like it's going very well.
It shows. Yeah.
It's very ironic.
Right. Right. Isn't it just funny how life happens that way sometimes?
Yeah, how things come full circle. Ooh.
Oh, I hate you. Anyway. So who's a better kisser?
Girl, there's no competition.
Y'all heard her. Y'all heard what she said. Period. And that's on period.
Well, you know what? As it should be. I think the person that you're with should always be the better kisser. You should always only want to elevate yourself, which Giannina knows a lot about, obviously.
Elevation and evolution, girl.
Ooh. Ooh.
E squared. Let's snap on that, girl.
Sorry, we're
so stupid here. Sorry, Giannina.
No, I love it. I'm like, I want to be in the studio with you guys.
Have you and Blake? I know. I wish you were here, but it's okay. Sedona is amazing. Hopefully, I can go. I actually really do love going like to outside.
I don't.
I feel like people look at me and they're like, oh, this bitch only cares about buying cute things and looking good, which is true. But I also care about going outside and like,
You're like, I like
nature and stuff, like rocks and dirt. No, but I love Sedona. It's beautiful. I wish you could be here, but you know, having you here in the studio on the TV just as good for me. Did you or have you and Blake talked about getting married at all? You know, is Is he also in Sedona, or how is that relationship working right now?
Yeah, so we're here on a little trip. I'm based out of Florida, but I put all my stuff in a storage unit and decided to travel by myself almost a year and a half ago. And then I met him, and now I'm pretty much like 90% of my time is in Denver, which is where he lives. So he's a DJ, he's a traveling DJ, and I pretty much just go along for the ride as well because I was going to be doing it by myself anyway. So it just kind of worked out that way.
Love that. That's fun.
We're in Sedona right now, having a great time playing with the vortexes. I don't know if you've heard about the energy vortexes out here, but it's like wild. And we don't full on talk about it because I feel like we're both like don't want to jinx it, want it to, you know, happen naturally. But there are definitely times where he's not going to kill me if I say this, but be like, Giannina Horseman. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds great. And he'll be like, I'm going to be the one to propose because I also proposed on Love Is Blind. So it's like little things like that I'm just like,
that's so cute.
I know.
That's so cute. It's like the little details, the little things, right?
Because they add up to big things eventually.
I know. And she's so giddy about him. It's so cute, huh? She's like, hee. It's like a cute little high school, like middle school crush type thing, you know? I'm so happy for you.
Me too.
And I think it's great that you get to be like the girlfriend of a DJ. Low key, have always wanted to be a girlfriend of a DJ. I feel like it's cool because you get to travel with them. You're like, they're like playing music. You're like, you know, maybe they write a song about you.
Ooh.
You know, Vegas.
I'm just. You got to be the best hype woman. You have to be the one with the best outfit in the room.
And it doesn't strike me like that's a problem for you.
Easy for you, Giannina.
Yeah.
You got to be in that booth. No, it's the best thing because it's like a passion that we both shared. I actually wanted to be a DJ. And when I realized that he was one, I was like, yeah, sure. Like you're a DJ. And turns out he's like a full bona fide, you know, like entertainer. And I would go and sneak into music festivals by myself and go to like all these underground like DJ like shows by myself. And so now, and that was the fun part about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sneak in, like no one's gonna catch me.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting VIP and shit. And
love that. Artist band.
Kind of miss sneaking in.
Look at your life.
I love that. I used to sneak into Coachella every year.
Ooh. Girl, now they about to stop your bag now.
Well, I mean, can't catch me. No, there's something like fulfilling about sneaking into a music. So I get you. Yeah, you're like, ooh, big and bad. Good girls go to heaven, bad girls go backstage. You've never seen that? Like, you've never seen that quote? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I made it up. Just kidding.
Girl, we about to get sued.
Wait, I love that.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's like was printed on a shirt that I bought a really long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say most coveted career, rock star's girlfriend, DJ's girlfriends.
It's a little lower.
Very thin line.
Yeah. It's like
I agree.
Giannina, what are you trying to do next? You already got like these 2 shows under your belt. Like, what's next for the Giannina brand, girl?
I would love to do more TV if possible. I know that once you get into a relationship, it's harder because you want people that are single. But you never know. It doesn't have to be like, you know, a risky type of TV show. It can be anything. But anything to do with like hosting, that would be great as well. But I also am very, very passionate about helping people in Venezuela. So I have been clothing families in Venezuela like for like 15 years just by cleaning up my closet and sending it over. And there's nothing in Venezuela right now. Like a roll of toilet paper is $30 and you get paid like $5 a month. So it's really hard over there. And personally, I know that whenever I'm feeling, you know, down or a certain way, retail therapy, you know, it just, it helps me to, if I'm feeling like shit, not to look like shit. So one man's trash is another man's treasure.
I love that.
Anything to give these people morale and hope. And even if it's just something as like simple as a new outfit, I want to be able to just spread that across families, even if they're, not my own, especially because I've been doing it for so long. Imagine what I can do to help people, with a reach of 2 million. Like I just got like goosebumps just thinking about it. And then hopefully, start my own little clothing line. I have merchandise going on right now, which is like my passion, but I really want to be able to merge those two and not just sell cute things, but also help people along the way. So that's really like
you're
my passion.
Beautiful inside and out. How can people who also want to donate to Venezuela, can they get in contact with you? People who are listening, I'm sure we could all use a good closet clean out. I just personally cleaned out my closet. I have bags in the back of my car right now that I could send over there or to you
Send
or
them
however.
Over. Yes.
We would love to help.
So right now we're shipping out of Florida, and definitely you can go on my Instagram and check out my email. It's very long. So it's giannina@gmail.com, but email me through that.
Okay. I'll just go to your page and click it.
Give you the rest. Yeah, exactly. Go to my Instagram, click it, send me a DM. And then we can go from there. It's still very early on, but there's been so much interest just from the one time that I cleaned out Blake's closet.
Yeah.
And, being like, and I was like, finally, I'm going to be able to, send men's clothes. I've never done that before. And then from there, it's just been very, very positive since that. So send me an email, figuring it out, very early stages, but we can do it.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. That's beautiful. We don't hear about people doing that enough. And yeah, they definitely, when you said that, how much toilet paper was, my jaw was literally on the floor. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. $30.
That's wild.
That's inhumane.
Yeah. I would not be wiping my ass.
It really is.
I would not. No, I mean, if you don't make a lot of money, like how are you supposed to? That's very sad. So the least we could do is try to give them clothes that we would have been donating already. I feel bad. I gave my clothes to like Goodwill the other day. I should have just kept it, but it's okay. I'll be cleaning out more clothes. At the end of our show, we like to play a little game that we like to call Kiss, Marry, Avoid. It's basically like Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we make it a little more PG. Okay. So we're going to give you 3 options that we have chosen for you. And all you have to do is kiss, marry, avoid one of them. Or all 3 of them. Well, you know what I mean. Pick one for, okay. So your options are Angelina, Damian, and Joey Essex.
Who will you kiss, marry, or avoid, Giannina?
We didn't say that it was easy.
It's always challenging.
It's always just a little difficult. But you can use literally any reason in the world to give any one of them the whatever you give them.
The boot. Okay, so my options are Angelina, Joey, Damian for kiss, marry, avoid.
We love you here, though. We love you. We just like to.
We always love to make it hard.
Sorry.
Okay, so because I already did the first 2 with Damian and they didn't work out, and it looks like avoiding is working out, I'm gonna go avoid Damian.
Great answer.
Avoid Damian.
Nice guy,
Process
but
of
we just gotta avoid
elimination
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Kiss. I could not marry Joey Essex. He only loves Joey Essex.
I mean, it could be an open marriage.
It could be an open marriage. Oh, you know what? I'm going to marry Angelina and kiss Joey.
Wow.
Okay.
Because after we talked it all out on Ulster Shore, I feel like we would have a really great civil union.
Oh, okay.
And she's like a really great big sister type of thing. She has so much advice. She's been through so much. And honestly, she just got out of a bad marriage and I want to give her a happy one.
Oh,
so, and maybe
that's really sweet.
That's a great reason.
That's really sweet.
All right, girl. What about you?
Oh, okay. I think I would avoid Joey Essex just because I don't really know Joey Essex.
Okay.
I think I would kiss Angelina because I feel like it would do really well on reality TV. People love seeing girls kiss girls. That's literally the only reason. I also love Angelina.
Okay.
And I'm curious. Curious. And I would probably marry Damian. I've met Damian, really nice guy. The way Giannina talks about him sounds like a really great guy. And someone's got to marry him. So here, Damian, come to mama.
Not come to
Is
mama.
up for grabs?
I think for me, I would probably avoid Angelina because she'd probably curse me out. I'd probably kiss Joey because he's not awful looking. And I would marry Damian because I've met him before. And I thought he was all right. Lovely guy. Yeah.
Right. I feel like compared to a lot of the reality star guys that I've met, I actually like Damian the most.
Damian cool
He's
as fuck.
Like
yeah, I like him.
normal and kind, and very like a gentleman, which not a lot of guys are.
Especially out here, gear.
You know.
He's very attentive. Yeah, he's very attentive. Like you'll find like little gifts here and there or something that you said 3 months ago. Like great guy.
Oh, I'm excited for this pretend marriage that we're both gonna have.
So good luck on your marriages, guys.
Thank you. We're a throuple.
You're a mess.
Oh, Giannina, thank you so much for coming on the show. We had such a good time talking to you.
Really did.
How can our followers stay in touch with you? Where are you on the internet?
So I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Giannina Gibelli, Giannina Gibelli. Follow me on there. I'm going to be showing so many fun things. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll see a very, very cool surprise. Or maybe early next year. But stay tuned.
Okay.
And then I also show like my day-to-day and all my travels and all the fun things and outfits and all the things you guys care about.
Love
We
it.
care about the outfits.
Courtney?
All right, you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Court Revolution and Courtney Revolution on the Instagram.
I'm usually on the streets, but when I'm not, you can find me online on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Sav Palacio. Probably still being on the streets, but recording it. So, yeah.
Make sure you guys follow the Homecoming Queens on Instagram and TikTok at Homecoming Queens Pod.
And watch every episode on our Homecoming Queens YouTube channel. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. Please, we love you.
Y'all, we want to let you know that school is out for summer. So me and Savannah, girl, we're going to hop on the school bus and take us a little summer break. And we'll see you back in a couple weeks.
A little vacation, but do not worry. I'm going to be vlogging a lot during our time off. So if you want to see me and Courtney just in our everyday lives, maybe not just here in the studio, tune into my YouTube channel and we'll have some content for you.
And we'll see you in the fall. That's September, y'all.
Okay. We love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
Homecoming Queens is part of the Eve Podcast Network and a Forever Dog production. Executive producer, Tracy Soren. Engineer, producer, and editor, Clementine Yost. Theme song by Will Pitts. Cover photo by Stephanie Sayas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.